Hey, what's up, everybody? Pat here, great recovering alcoholic and addict, just like every day, my friends. Welcome to today's video. Guys, please subscribe, hit the like button, leave me a comment by all means, and share with anybody who might get something out of it. Let's see, happy Patriots Day today, guys. Those of you in Massachusetts, it was a kind of a half-ass holiday. I didn't end up working because a lot of the roads are shut down, and I just hadn't scheduled anything. But here's the beauty: I also did get stuff done because. All right, we'll just back up. Guys, always do your own research, right? Never take anything anybody tells you as fact, no matter how sure they seem to be of it, and always just look into things for yourself. Now, I've officially finished getting my new business together today because I went out of my way to double check and see what I could do. Now, first thing first, um, I registered my business with the state through LegalZoom because they did it for free, and of course I could have come to find out I could use my friend's business lawyer, and it only would have cost me $25, and it would have all been done in one day. So again, always look into things, but now I didn't. I would have paid her $525 total. And I paid $500 because $500 is just the filing fee for the state of Massachusetts. That's you're not going to get around that regardless. Okay, so I did do it through LegalZoom, and it was free. Now they're still telling me that I have to wait till May 2nd before my business will be legal because they're trying to sell me all sorts of other services. Now, the two things you need in order to open a business bank account in the state of Massachusetts is to register your business, and you need an employee identification number. And the big reason I want to do this is because in order to uh, do photo deposit more checks or at a higher amount. I mean, I went over my limit by like April 8th this month. The business bank account allows you to do a photo deposit and Zelle deposit unlimited amounts of checks without worrying about going over the limit and having to physically go to the bank. Now, not that big a deal, but again, it's just all about doing things properly. It gives me the opportunity to take business checks. Customers feel a lot more better when you're starting to do bigger jobs. They don't want to be writing checks out to a personal. They want you to have insurance certificates, which I have now, and you got to be able to take company checks. You got to be a legal registered business. Nobody's gonna want to write a $30,000 check to somebody's personal. They get concerned that you're not legit. Okay, so it opens up the door to be you want to take your business the next step. I want to take my business next step. So of course I want to be legal. Now that being said, um, LegalZoom wants to charge an additional $79 to get my employee identification number, the IRS. And I knew it wasn't that big a deal. And I said, no, I'm going to try and do it myself. And they balked. And guys, they'll tell you all sorts of stuff. Do your research, okay? So this morning I get up and I realized I had to fill out an S4 form. So I went and I filled it on online, and sure enough, they're trying to charge me $30 to download and print the form. And I said, forget this. You know what? So I went right to the IRS website, irs.gov, and there it is, the same form that I filled out online to download to try and send over to them. They have their own blank form right there. So just go right to the IRS themselves, filled in my information and submitted it. And I'm thinking, okay, let me find out what the next step is going to be. Boom! The next page gave me my EIN number, and emailed me a copy of it to my email. And I printed it out, and I got my official government document, just like I got from the lawyer last time, and that was done. Now, I also had gotten advertisements last week. I showed you guys that that said my business was registered. So even though LegalZoom was trying to get me to pay them, pharmacy, excuse me, to go pay them to do more work to get it quicker, even though they're telling me it's not done, I check, I check and it's done. So the second thing is, I said, okay, good. I had a check. I had a bill for two bills for one of the guys I work for wanted to pay me a company check, and I brought it down to the office. It's actually Doug, the guy I work for here, and I brought it down to his secretary or the office manager, rather, I should say. And she needed some stuff done. So as a matter of fact, I did some work at the office. So I ended up doing a little bit of work today, and I was told that no, the banks were closed. But I'm like, you know what? I'm not so sure about that. So I took a ride over to the bank, and sure enough, Bank of America was open. So I went in with all my information and I set up a business account. So now I have my business, I have my EIN, and I have my business bank account. And I also have it through Bank of America because now I have my personal account there, I have my business account there. The two of them are linked to my phone. I got the online banking app on my phone, and I switched it around. So now for the online payments, the Zelle, I have my phone number is attached to my business and my email to my personal. Beautiful. Everything worked out so incredibly smooth, and I was so incredibly encouraged. I was so happy that I did it for myself. I didn't pay anybody to do it, and then literally anybody that I was paying to do it would have turned around. The information I entered on their website or their page was literally the same information they're entering on the IRS and then charging me for doing it when all I had to do was go to the proper website. So guys, always do your research. Always look into things and make sure you're not, not paying somebody else to do something that you can do. But at the same time, if it takes it to be legitimate, like the $500 fee to the state, always pay what you got to pay. The money's an energy, guys, and I find that out. The more I'm willing to put money into smart places, the more money I'm making. And it's literally, you got to spend money to make money. But you got to do it smart. You don't have to be stupid about it. One thing I used to do was always end up paying, I was in such a hurry and always thinking I needed things now. So I'd use any ATM and I'd pay the fees and then my bank would do the fees. And even now I have three bank accounts open now, none of which cost me a dime. I'm hitting all my minimum requirements so that I'm not being charged monthly for the bank accounts. I'm not incurring any fees along the way because I refuse to allow myself to live a life where I'm going to spend money just, I call it the stupid tax. I refuse to pay the stupid taxes. Now I just make it so that as I'm planning out my day, I understand when I need to go by where, so that I can use the proper machines. And honestly, I haven't used an ATM machine, period, other than to deposit checks into the bank, which is beautiful. That's the other thing. When I'm no longer a drug addict, so I'm no longer running around pulling money out of the bank left and right. And it's just stacking up, and it's beautiful, guys, right? What else? There was something else I want to talk about today. Guys, give me a second. I'm so excited with that one. But, yeah, the other thing is, guys, just being the best version of yourself. Once again, I was at the bank today, and the woman goes out of her way to help me set up a whole bunch of extra stuff. And she made a couple of small mistakes. She's like, "Oh my God, you're the nicest customer I've had." Again, once again, just being brought up that I'm a joy to deal with. And she then took it upon herself to explain to me how I could not only get my personal credit card, but also a business credit card, and build credit for both myself faster and my business faster. Showed me how to do it without it costing me a dime. And then linked it to me and sent me an email. And this was literally over and above. It's not even a product that Bank of America pushes. It's kind of an insider one because it's the one that they don't push because they don't charge you anything on it, and it's a credit builder. And it's beautiful, right? And the only thing it requires on my end, because I'm building my credit, is a $200 deposit that is completely refundable after 6 months. So I'm going to lock up $200. I'm going to have 2 different credit cards. And I'm going to build my credit and that much faster. My credit was terrible last year, guys. I'm embarrassed to say it was down to 505 at like, I don't know, October of last year, and it's up. I get it up almost at 650 at this point. And with these two I'm getting care of now, not only will I have credit for my business, which is huge, because when I start building business credit, it's going to open up all sorts of avenues to higher equity lines and whatnot, and to be able to buy stuff if I need any big equipment, if I want to expand my business in any ways, if I want to pick up a lift for my new garage, you know what I mean? I'll be able to get that, not pay through the nose, and not have to buy a secondhand, dangerous one. Like everything I'm doing today are all the things I was never able to do, and it's because of the work that I've done, guys. It's because I'm removing my limiting beliefs. I'm removing the limits and the boxes that I always kept myself in. I'm doing everything properly. I'm taking all the proper steps. I'm doing the legwork and finding what makes sense and what doesn't make sense. I'm sticking up for myself when necessary. Oh, there's another one you gotta watch out for, guys. Great scam today. And again, I caught it early. I was offered a promotion this morning where allegedly I don't even know how I got to it. It was you fill out this questionnaire and you get an opportunity to buy an Overstock DeWalt toolkit for a fraction of the price. It's somewhere around it was like $10. It was like $8.90. So I filled out the questionnaire and all this, and sure enough said I could do it. And there's all these people that say they did it for and they got their tools, and I'm like, you know what? I decided for $8.90, even though I assume it's a scam and I'll never see them, I'm going to take the chance because, again, it's on a credit card, and if I don't get it, I'll get my $8 back, and I'm not worried about that. Now, here's the thing. I did not attach it to anything. I keep a Chime credit builder card that I only put what I'm going to spend on the card, because it's literally part of my Chime account, but it's a separate. So I literally transferred $10 over to that part of it, and I put it on the credit bill of the card, and I bought it, and allegedly I'll get my tools in 5 to 7 days, and I'll keep you guys posted. But I don't expect to see the tools. I expect I'll be getting my $10 back and $9 back after I complain about it. But again, if you protect yourself, you can take it. Because again, if this comes through, guys, it's like a $400 toolkit. If I get it, great. That'd be amazing. Because there are those sample deals and overstock deals and things like that out there. But you got to be careful. The one thing I will tell you again, and I have all my cards, I have all my bank alerts set up. Every time anything is taken out of any of my accounts, I'm immediately notified of it. And as a matter of fact, because it was a suspicious site, um, I freeze I only use my Chime cards online. I don't put anything with my personal where I keep my money online. I keep a Chime account, and I only put money in as I'm going to use it. So literally, I'll go down to Walgreens. It doesn't cost anything. If you go to CVS, they charge you $5 to put money on. But if you go to Walgreens, it's free. So I'll stop by Walgreens, and I'll throw $100 on the card, and then I'll use it as I'll spend it as needed. Or if it's going to be more, I'll put more on the card. But I only put so much on there. So now I just put $100 in there. So I transferred 10 over, and it let me know that I spent the $8.97, whatever it was, like $9. And then literally about 2 minutes later, I get a notification from Chime that my credit card, and again, here's the other thing, I also freeze my cards. Whenever I use one of those cards, I literally go on my phone, unfreeze it, use it, and then I immediately refreeze it. And it's a great idea, guys. Chime is free. It costs you nothing. They've never charged me a dime. They give me new cards, and anytime I need one, it's if you spend money online and you're getting hit with some of these things, go check this out. The beauty of the app is you can literally pull up your Chime account, freeze the card, unfreeze it, use it, freeze it again, and so sure enough, 10 seconds later, I get a charge. Oh, you just tried to use your card online for $86, and it was declined because your card was frozen. If you want to use it, go back in and unfreeze your card. So whatever was attached to this little toolkit, and whether I get them or not, some other scam site immediately tried to hit my card for $80, and it was frozen, so I didn't get hit with it. But again, so I don't suspect I'm going to see my tools. I'm going to give it a week, and then I'll go back after them if I don't get anything. I don't get an email. But had I not done that, had I been, in the olden days, I would have put my Bank of America card in there, and then I would have got hit for $100. And I'm sure when 5 minutes after that one, there would have been another one for $100, and my account would have been drained. And I'd be going after it, and sure, you get your money back when you're chasing it, investigations and all this, when it's not necessary, guys. There's ways around that today. And again, there's so many scams and skimmers and this out there. I highly suggest, and I've told all my family the same thing, to go out and get one of these little throwaway cards or, throwaway accounts, a Chime account. Chime is great. Nothing's attached to it. Nothing can get stopped by it. It's been great. And you can literally just use a card online or anywhere suspicious and transfer only exactly what you're going to spend, and you can freeze the card right back afterwards, and you don't have to worry about scams. So I'll keep you guys posted on that one. We'll see where that goes. Guys, every day of my life is absolutely beautiful today, and it's because I'm sober. It's because I'm giving reverence to my higher power. It's because I'm finding ways to be of service to other people, and it's because of the energy that I bring to the table. I've found, and everybody knows these things. You catch more flies with honey than vinegar, and this and that. Guys, when you really apply these things to your life, and I'm not being fake in any way, shape, or form. I'm generally waking up in the morning, praying, meditating, starting off my day in a great mood. The beauty of that is I'm reminding myself of how far I've come. I'm reminding myself of where I've come from and how grateful I am for the opportunities that I'm being blessed with on a daily basis today. And it keeps me in that frame of mind. And then I'm being open and honest and welcoming with everybody. I'm sharing my story. I'm encouraging others, and people are just saying, "Wow, you've got the best attitude I've ever seen." And it's because I'm happy, and it's because I'm taking notice of everything around me, and I'm seeing all these beautiful blessings, and I'm seeing how I'm encouraging others, and I'm uplifting others, and I'm like, wow, literally, I'm becoming the best version of me that's ever walked, and I'm making a difference everywhere I go, and it's absolutely beautiful. And any one of us can do this, guys. And when you do, you get rewarded. You cannot tell me I haven't been rewarded. I mean, I was showing my friend Suzanne, the office manager, the company today, the account that I got the $22,000 sitting in that I won over the weekend, and I'm like, you believe this stuff? It's just one after the other lately. And she says, yeah, I do. She says, she's a very spiritual person. She goes, look at the energy you're walking around. You're literally becoming a miracle magnet, and it's because my energy is I'm vibrating at the frequency of abundance, because I'm seeing the beauty in everything, and helping others, and just, taking advantage of so many opportunities. Every one of us has the ability to this. This is why I share these things with you guys. I'm going to start taking some of the lessons I gotten from the Tony Robbins seminar, and I'm going to go through that notebook and start sharing some of these lessons. And I really hope some of you guys will try it, because it's making all the difference in my world. And I love my life today. It's incredibly blessed. Guys, we're going to leave it at that for the day. Remember, guys, you have the power. I mean, you literally take your power back from anybody you're giving it away to. Take control of your life. Take control of your emotions, your energy. Heal the wounds you need to heal. Become the best version of you that's ever walked, and then just watch the blessings flow in and start really, really enjoying your life. Live intentionally, right? These things I share are not words, they're action steps, guys, and they work. More than anything, know how much I appreciate you being here, spending some of your time with me. Always remember, God loves you. I love you. We will see you in the next one. Have a great day. Sorry.